Hey y'all, you're here at Four Season Homesteading. I'm Mark Forsey, and this is my beautiful wife Doris Forsey. Tell them what we're fixing to do here.
We are working on starting we have started our composting pile, small, but we're going to boost it up and get it bigger.
This right here is one of our old strawberry beds. We're fixing to take it down and reuse the dirt in our compost pile and get everything moved over down there today is what we're working on. We went and got some pallets just to kind of make the side walls. Don't have to be nothing fancy for composting. And this is what we're working on today.
Plus we got a little bit of company, as you can see.
Yeah, we got a little bit of company here. This is Red. Red is my Mustang that I got. He's one of the Mustangs. He'll be just turned 2 years old.
He's a little lover.
And he's our baby. We've had him a little bit longer than Asher. Asher over here, he's not as far in his training, but they've got all the basics down and they're kind of in the point of just being colts right now. Red's kind of a jealous feller here. He just gotta see everybody.
He's got to have love from everyone.
He's got to have his attention. There's his freeze brand when he was caught. I believe he came out of Oregon, from up there in Oregon, but he's just a big baby. These Mustangs here, I tell you what, I encourage everybody to adopt a Mustang. I've been working as a tip training them, adopt them out with branded equine therapy. And we have several horses there that go through and we adopt them out. We use veterans. Veterans come into the program. I'm also a veteran. And we help veterans with, disabilities, everything going on. And they get to go down to Pauls Valley, Oklahoma with us and adopt their Mustang that they want. And they go through an 8-week program, training. We tip train. There's 4 steps to the tip training. You got to halter them, lead them, load them in a trailer, pick up all 4 feet where their feet can be trimmed and everything. And then if the veteran wants to adopt the Mustang out, then they can adopt them out. And we just don't, with branded equine therapy, we don't just leave it at that point. We turn around and if once the veteran gets to a point that they have stalemate and don't know what to do next on their training, then we'll go out to their house, we'll help them. We're implementing secondary programs for riding and everything else to teach them. And it's been a great thing for me. It's been a great thing for several other veterans. That's branded equine therapy. You can do a YouTube search, or not a YouTube, but a Facebook search, find them. They have a website. I will link it into this site also. But you can go online and make donations. We totally work off of donations and getting everything done. But that's a little bit on our babies here. But we're going to get back to work here and get this moved and hopefully get the compost pile all put together today. This right here is probably one of the best tools I ever bought. It saves a lot of back work. Got a few strawberries that are still good in here. I believe Doris is going to go through and kind of dig them up, put them in another pot, and we can save them. We've had this spot for quite a while, but we're just making some changes on the homestead.
This is Karma. Hi, Karma. Little baby. You having fun? I might be Cena in the field digging something. That is Karma's mama.
See, all the compost pile don't have to be big and fancy. Just something to kind of hold it. We got the pallets, got gaps in them to let the air flow through it.
Gonna get a little noisy.
We're going to make two sections of this. This is going to be one, and then I'm going to use that outer wall of this one to make another one. That way we can keep our compost pile cycling.
Wind strong.
Nowadays, the most expensive part of this is probably the T-posts. But these are T-posts that I had laying around the house, and some that I pulled out of the strawberry patch. I will bring my brad nailer back out, put that board on so I don't have too big a gap where everything falls through it.
no part of bale of straw.
Did you introduce them to
I did.
Xena and Karma?
Yes, Karma come up. Cena was busy digging.
Yeah, she likes catching those armadillos out there. It's something you gotta watch for when you got horses. Them armadillos dig a hole and break a leg on a horse. See, I got it wide enough where I can get in here with a tractor.
You might want to go ahead and put your hoe in this one first.
I think I'm 2 poles short. I think I have to go find 2 more poles here in a minute.
Well, I bet we know where they're at.
And yes, these pallets will deteriorate and rot over time, but it'll last 3 or 4 years. By that time, my wife will change her mind and she'll want to put it someplace else.
The wind's got a bite.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it's a pretty nice day compared to what we've had. Last 2 weeks, we've been snow covered and ice covered. I think we had somewhere around 10,000 people or better out of power at one time. Our road crew guys, they've been working day and night.
Find the rock.
Yeah, down a rock. Just try to move it a little bit and see if I can go around it. We do live in Arkansas. made it. Well, that's a heavy pallet here. Wish they'd all been like this one. Nope, I'm just one short. That's all right. We know where it's at. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get one more post.
Gonna be pretty nice.
That's it, folks. Look at there. Didn't take very much time at all. We've got two sections of our compost pile. I know a lot of people, they'll put stuff in one side and then every day they'll pitchfork it over to the other side to rotate it every 3 or 4 days. but I'm blessed enough to have a tractor. I can take the bucket, scrape it back, pile it back, or even use the forks to stab it, pick it up, and rotate it. And hopefully here, this side's the one we've started on. We're gonna keep going on it. And once we get it rounded and filled up, then we're just gonna go to this side while we're turning that one over there, and we'll have another one going here. And actually, if you keep them turned, 30 days you can have compost ready to go, as long as your temperatures and stuff are right. We don't have a thermometer right now, but we have ordered one. It's going to be here before long. That way I can check my temperatures and make sure that it's breaking down the proper way. And in your compost pile, you can put anything. Cardboard. I know everybody orders from Amazon. Everybody tries to recycle it. Recycle it in your compost pile.
Just gonna take your tape and
just take
stickers.
the tape off and any glue or anything like that. Some people throw tape in there and get it out later. I don't like that.
No.
But
I don't want the extra work.
No, don't want the extra work. So just, peel it back, your newspapers, shredded paper, anything like that. Anything, magazines that's got that plastic on it, I wouldn't use them.
They say the glossy, but don't use the glossy neither.
Yeah, the glossy don't work real well. It don't break down like it should. But you can put old lumber in here, whatever, pine lumber, oak lumber, whatever, If you got some old firewood piles that are dilapidated and rotting, throw them in there. Keep them rotating. That gets up to 160 degrees. It's going to break it on down, and it's just going to be good for your soil.
Am I right? Cedar doesn't break down that quick.
No, cedar don't break down that quick. I would use, the softwoods, the hardwoods, like pine and oak and hickory and stuff like that in small chunks. I wouldn't put big chunks if you want it to break down quickly. But any type of shaving, sawdust, stuff like that, you could throw them in there and it'll break down and work.
Which we're hoping to get some shavings brought in here this next week, correct?
Yeah, I had talked to a guy the other day that's working for the power companies. Since we've had this major ice storm, they're cutting stuff up. I've opened my place up to them so they don't have to drive so far to dump. South of us, they're having to drive to the city dump there to dump everything. And sometimes that's a 30-40 mile drive for them. So on the northern part of the county, I've opened up my place to where they can come and dump all they want. And hopefully they'll get started here next week. If the ground dries up a little bit, that they can get in here. And hopefully we can get several tons of chipwood that they've chipped up and stuff, and we can mix it through our compost piles, our garden, our raised beds that we're going to build, and everything else.
I did have my finger in front of the camera with the glove.
Oh,
sorry about that when that happened.
I'll try to cut it out. We'll try.
Oh, it wasn't that much. I don't think you got to cut it out.
But anyway, we appreciate you watching us here at Four Seasons Homestead. We're basically to the point in our life that we're looking at retirement, and the way the economy's going and the government's going, people better get self-sufficient. We're watching the shelves go through, being empty, not enough supplies there, eggs going $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 a dozen. We have our own chickens, we have our own rabbits, and we use, we bring all their stuff to our compost pile too. The chicken manure, when we clean out the chicken houses and the rabbit houses, all of it's going into our compost pile too, and we're just recycling. So I mean, it's to that point in life, you need to be watching, you need to be doing your research online, seeing what the government's doing. You need to be aware of what's going on. And that way you can plan for what you need to do. Even when COVID came around, I'll never forget it. In 2020, COVID came around, they started shutting everything down. I had a lot of people say, oh, the grocery store will always be there, the store down the street will always be there, I don't have to do none of that stuff. A lot of people woke up during COVID. Their stuff wasn't there. They didn't know what they was gonna do.
There's still people sleeping.
Yeah, there's still people sleeping out there, and we need to get everybody's eyes open to what's going on. We don't have that much land here. We got 10 acres. But I can tell you what, with 10 acres, I can provide for me and my wife, our kids and their families. And you know, I lost my dad March 16th of last year, but my mom and my Aunt Argie, her sister, are still living. One's 88 and one's 91. And I can do enough on here by raising our meat, our vegetables, our herbs, just on this 10 acres. Actually, when everything falls through, you're going to find out that your large farms are probably going to have more trouble making it than your smaller farms. People that are focusing on day-to-day living instead of the almighty dollar, because you're gonna wake up one day and the almighty dollar is not going to be there. They're looking for a one world currency, one world government. It's coming, and when it does, they're going to even out whatever money you got. You're not getting that much money back. They're going to give everybody the same amount. They're going to start over, and that's the way they're going to do it. So if you don't know how to provide for yourself and make your own living and, you know, grow your own food, I encourage everybody to start looking for a small piece of property, 1-2 acres. Start from there. Make sure you're not in regulated places when you buy a place. Get a place that you're not regulated, that you can have farm animals, you can have chickens. Some places you can have chickens, but you can't have a rooster. The reason they don't want you to have the rooster is because he crows. You need to get away from those places and start finding you a place. It's very capable. Start with that 1 or 2 acres. And we need to get back to the way we used to live and the way the good Lord made us to live. You all have a blessed day. We'll get off here right now. This is actually our first video. We have we just purchased a cheap little greenhouse off Amazon. We're going to try to put it up here in a day or two once this ground dries out a little bit and all this snow and stuff and ice is gone. So y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Well, we're here about to close this day out. The boys are wanting their treat this evening. I gotta braid his hair to get it to lean on the right.
Oh, quit it, Asher.
He wants his treat too.
He's too pushy.
Boy, it's a beautiful moon out tonight. Look at that moon. They wanting them traits. That's our boys. There's our little Sophie. Pepper's around here somewhere. Come here, Pepper.
That's good.
Say hi to everybody, Pepper. Pepper's about 16 years old. She's our baby, though. We'll kind of give you a look today to show you what we finished up on. It's starting to get kind of dark out here. But as you know, we was going to move the strawberry bed. She got her few strawberries that were out. They were still in there, and we got them over in another pot. But as you can see, we basically got it tore up, cleaned out. I just got to move the ties. As you can tell, it's like really muddy here. Really bad. We took about 7 bucket loads of chicken manure out of the chicken pen. That's our garden there. We've got all tilled up. This is a new chicken pen that I'm working on, gonna be getting built. We cleaned out the rabbit pen, took a bucket load of rabbit manure out. You watched us earlier getting the compost pile started up. You can just see how bad it is. It's muddy out here. Bottom's falling out of everything. But we got the 2 compost bins put together, and we've got the chicken house cleaned out, the rabbit house cleaned out, and I had part of an old bale of hay that was rotted. I put it in there and mixed the dirt out of the strawberry patch and got it all put in here. There's a couple of cardboard boxes in there, Amazon donations. But this will start heating up. We'll keep it turned for the next 14 days, and as it heats up, and we'll get that ready to go on starting out on our building our new raised beds this year. We want to get them built up. Oh man, beautiful sunset back there. It is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? The good Lord can paint a beautiful picture. And I want to get you another shot of that. I'll get you another shot of that moon. That is just gorgeous. It's absolutely a beautiful moon. A little fuzzy there, but it is gorgeous. But yeah, we got part of the field down here. We're going to branch off, and we're going to get it, hopefully this week I'll get it all mowed down and cleaned up. I got to get a cross fence put across here, back through here, and we're going to section off this little corner of the property right here. And Doris wants to put in this section of the field into nothing but raised beds away from our other garden. There's no hydrant there, it don't work. I got to get it pulled out, but the fence is going to go right down there close to that old big tree, and then I'm going to get all this fixed up here, and all of this all the way down to that gate. Don't know if you can see that gate down there, but all of this is going to be in raised beds. This is where she's going to have her herbs and all of that at. So we're going to be working on pretty quick. Man, that is a gorgeous sunset. Absolutely beautiful. But we're working on getting all this done, and we will get it all put together. Here she is, if you're around. Sophie's too spoiled to walk to herself.
Sophie's too mischief.
Do what?
She is mischief.
Oh,
excuse me.
She likes to go out in the field and eat things she probably shouldn't, but oh well.
That we don't like for her to eat.
She's spoiled.
Yes.
She loves her mother. But gonna shut it down for the evening. We're gonna call it an evening. Boy, look at that beautiful sunset back there.
That's pretty.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
And we hope you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the return trip. Y'all take care and be blessed.